be like them when you just could be you? Why be like them when you just could be you? You can't worry about what they doing, you gotta be you. You can't worry about what they doing, you gotta be you. Be you, be you, be you, be you. You can't worry about what they doing, you gotta be you. Why be like them when you just could be you?
Good evening. Welcome to another episode of the BU Podcast. This is Tanya Harris, and I am your host. Today's guest is Mr. Mosal Arts. How are you doing?
Howdy, folks. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing?
All right. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what is it that you do?
Oh, well, I'm a visual artist, but I'm known as Mosal Arts on social media. But I'm Mosal Mozart, which is really a collaboration of all of my birthright names.
Okay.
So names that my government names is what I call it. So Mosal is the first part of my mom's marriage. The other part is my second part of my mom's marriage. Mosal is actually Morris Sally. It's just Mosal.
Okay.
So if you look at it, you see I've taken something out of something and made one.
Okay.
That came about because the young lady that went to school with me over at Memphis College of Art, she was from Bulgaria. She didn't like that I didn't sign my artwork, and I told her why. And she said, well, we must still come up with the name for you, boy, because I love your work. It is so fantastic. And I was like, oh, girl, get out of here. But anyways, that was just me being humble. But anyways, that's how Mosal came about.
Okay.
The bottom part or the back part is Morris's Art. M-O-R-S, Morris, Z-A-R-T, Zot, Art. So you're just saying Morris's Art, which is my daddy's last name, Hart. So I just took the H out. So Mosal Mozart. So I have two last names, Sally Hart.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm a native Memphian. I was born here, but my parents were military. My mom was a nurse in the military. That's just how I came about, because she had to catch up with who? Pop. That's how they persist, But anyways, moved around a lot and all that crap, but I always came back to my home base, which is Memphis.
Okay.
Memphis is always known for its blues, its musical scenes. It's known for the barbecue. Of course, we're like the best in the world, and that's pretty much it about that part of my life.
Okay.
That's Mosal Arts. Mosal Arts is, a Memphis guy that just puts it down, and I've been doing it now. As I've been a full-time artist for 5 years.
Okay.
Well, this is 2011, 6 years. I started when I hit 50, that's when I started. Okay. The kids were gone, the emptiness syndrome. I was in a marriage that wasn't working. So I was like, well, got to do me. Necessary. I got more birthdays behind me than I do in front of me.
Okay.
I got to get this out of me because I had been suppressing it for over 20 years. Mm-hmm. Because I was a general contractor and I did houses, I did kitchen, bathrooms, and sinks. Kitchens and baths. An array of other home improvement deals, and it was art in its own form. Mm-hmm. Because I'd gone to school for those things, but art was always going to be my mainstay. Mm-hmm. Because it was something that I said to myself that I wanted to do a long time ago. Okay. And it was seen by, my art teachers and all of that. I might be merging into the other question because
it's fine.
It was my art teachers that saw everything in me. Okay. From maybe, I think I'm going to say the third grade was when I was kind of rolling along with the cartoons and stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. But then I got in the fourth, fifth, and sixth grade, and I started looking at like airplanes and houses and stuff. And I was always interested in all of those things, those elements. Mm-hmm. Then I started looking at trees, and leaves and things, and I would just draw it. This is when I was just drawing with a number 2 pencil. You know, I didn't know anything about ink, so I didn't know anything about magic. Well, you know, but I knew about magic marks, of course, crayons.
Okay.
You know? But I was really, in my early stages of life, I was really one of those guys that looked at everything and studying it. And I just found a fascination in a lot of things, and I would be able to replicate it. Okay. So when my parents really never saw it until I started getting older. When I was younger, I kept like this little private journal of just things that I could paint, or I mean, not paint, but just draw. And then one day I was sitting at the table, and my grandmother, she was like, "Hey, what is this book with all of these images? Where does it come from?" I said, "I've been doing that." And she was like, "Really?" She said, "Baby, you're good." And I said, "I mean, I just like to copy the stuff that I see." And, you know, it was magazines and stuff that was laying around, Jet magazines, Ebony magazines. We used to get those Ebony encyclopedias, and they would have pictures in it. And I would draw anything. I'd draw the horns. I'd draw people playing the horns. And then we had like a multitude of family albums. You know, the old 33s that I now take and break into pieces and put it into my art. Go figure. It was one of those.
It's art still.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I wonder if this will work, you know. So anyways, I would just do all kinds of things. So my grandmother was like, you know, because we had a big family. I was the baby of 10. Okay. So, you know, we didn't have a lot of money, even though my mom was a nurse. They wasn't paying nurses our color and good money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she made okay.
Okay.
And you had my daddy, but my daddy was gone all the time. He was in the military.
Okay.
You know, Commanding Sergeant Major, he ain't at home. You see him when he see him. I see him when I go somewhere, and then I see him when I'm not. But my mama was the backbone, the structure, and when she found out that I was really creative, she took me out of public school because it wasn't working for me. I'm an artist. I don't need that rudiment, that systematic thing to be taught to me. I need to be free, mentally free, you know. So she was like, I got to put this boy in something. So I went to a Montessori school for 2 years. Okay. And I learned a lot about how to feel about art, because Montessori schools teach you how to not think about all of this structural stuff out here. Okay. You know, you're already part of that because you can replicate it. You know, so it's like you're like a little god. You just can't create life. You know what I mean, so I began to do all kinds of things. I was working with everything: glass, paper, sticks, metals, wood. I mean, anything I could get my hand, clay. You know, I was like sculpturing and stuff, and I was like, how am I able to do all of this stuff? And one of my art teachers, he was from Honduras. Okay. And I can't remember his name per se, Espinado or something like that, but he was really a colorful cat. And Linda, who was one of my instructors as well, that lady with the glasses, Miss Scarborough, and there was a couple of other people. They were really intently setting me up for something that I didn't know that they were setting me up for. Okay. And that was to be a creative. I really can't say I'm just I'm like one artist. I'm an artisan because there are so many different elements of development that I have learned to do through being an artist. You know, I just don't limit myself to just being a visual artist. I deal with palettes. I break them down and turn them into furniture. I found a tree the other day. I'm about to do some coffee tables with because it's just beautiful. Okay. I had a friend of mine, fabricate some metal legs for me. You'll be seeing it on social media once I do it. Okay. Because I use social media as my #1 launch pad. Okay. You know? Even though I have an art gallery with a friend, I still use social media because it reaches a lot of people. Okay. You know.
So I have a question. Can an artist be taught, or it has to be in
Well,
you?
I think I kind of answered that question earlier.
What's
You know,
it?
you have to, some people can be taught.
Okay.
See, this is me. I put it like this. Even though when I was a kid going to art class, 7th, 8th grade and all that stuff, I would see other kids that were just as good as me. However, that was not something that they wanted to do, or they didn't believe that they could do it and survive off of it.
Okay.
I come from I'm in my 50s. So I come from an era where Black artists wasn't really getting the notoriety as we are now. You know, I tour with 35 different artists that we go all over the country.
Okay.
You know, I mean, this guy takes us to Martha's Vineyard. I got to do some stuff for Miami. I got to do some stuff for, where is he going? He said Milwaukee, because he's going up there where Prince lived. He said,
Okay.
can you squeeze me a Prince in? You know, and I know when I give it to him, it's gone. You know, because every time he says squeeze something in, I squeeze it in and it gets sold. You know, I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
That's great.
But you know, we've been New York. This guy goes everywhere. He did 32 cities last year. I sold out twice.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah. You know, so God is good, you know, and I appreciate the gifting that he's gifted me with so that I can give others in their homes.
Okay. So what is most challenging about what you do?
Oh, time, baby. Time. If I, you know, I have that energy, but it's not that same energy. You know, these get tired. You know, these big old things get tired. I mean, they're tired now because I've been going at it, you know.
Okay.
But I'll give you guys a tour here shortly. But yeah, just time, honey.
What do you enjoy doing when you're not creating art?
Weekends. Simple as that. Weekends, because I paint 16 hours, sometimes more a week. I don't know how many hours it is because I don't keep up with hours. I don't really relocate my life on time. So I operate according to how I operate. So, you know, most people go to bed at 9, 10 o'clock at night. I'm up painting until whenever I fall asleep. So it might be 4 o'clock when I go to bed. That's why I say good more night. Because when you are going to work, I am going to sleep.
Go to sleep.
And my house I have a room that looks like a back cave.
Like a back
right?
cave.
So you know what that means. No light, all sleep.
Yeah, pure darkness. Okay. What is the most challenging about what you do?
Time. You know, you need time to create. You know, I'm not just throwing something on a canvas here. I'm designing a life. That's what I consider my art to be, a life force, because when I am painting, it's coming from my stomach, it's coming from my heart. I can feel it emotionally. I'm part of it. It's what I do. I'm part of art, and art's part of me. And you know, that's my girlfriend. That's my lover. I've made people jealous of her because they say, you love art more than you love anything else in life. Hey, it's what God gave me. I love it.
Okay. Can you tell a lot about a person by their artwork?
Well, artists don't, I don't look at that, look at things like that. I'm not art is subjective. So I'm not a judgmental person when it comes to looking at people and what they I don't know how to do that, because I love all people. You know, I love all people. I love all aspects of people. Of course, you got some things about people that you don't like, but those are the emotional things that we have to deal with and contend.
Okay. So who is your favorite painter?
I have some, but the ones from the old days are Leonardo, I like Picasso, some Van Goghs, Michelangelo. He was a great sculptor. Pablo. Then you got my cousin who was a modern day painter. Her name is Brenda Joy Smith.
Okay.
You got Kevin Waite. You got my man here in Memphis, Ephraim Jareffu. You know, it's just a lot of people. I study a lot of different artists, so I don't, waste my time on trying to say, I have a favorite artist.
Okay. What is your dream project?
I don't know yet.
You don't know?
Maybe someday it'll come. I don't know. I've got some big deals going now, but those are long projects that's going to take a while. But I don't know if I have a dream project yet.
Okay. All right. So do you have any artwork ready to show? Anything that we can see
Well,
right now?
I've got some art here in the studio right now if you want to see it.
Yes.
Let me disconnect this battery.
Okay.
Run over here and see it right quick.
Okay.
Everything that you see right now is sold, but it's here. It's here in the studio because my display went in the front of the house, which is way up front.
Okay.
Cool. So I don't have any space. Turn the light on so you guys. I'm gonna start over here and we're just gonna rotate that.
Okay.
You let me when it's a full screen for you. Is that enough for you?
Yes. Yes.
That's the commission piece that was done for the guy that I did 4 pieces for.
Okay.
They're all 3 feet up. Whoa. That's 4 feet by 5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, huge. And then that little blank one that you see right here, that's the commission that I've got to finish for later that goes to a cigar bar.
Okay.
This piece right here, so it's going to a guy that lives in Atlanta.
Lives in Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah, he'll be up here to pick it up soon. Can you see that one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the triple piece. The piece is here. And then the large piece. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Now that piece that you see way over there, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Just finished that this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then you got Marvin Gaye here. That's going to Atlanta as well.
Okay.
You seeing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody like the mustache because I actually texture the mustache.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it. That's this old junkie art room over there.
Okay. Do you have any events coming up or any specials going on?
We have no events coming up as of yet because of COVID.
Okay.
If we can get COVID out the way, we'll be all right.
Okay.
Right now, we're not doing any hardcore events. We did a virtual thing here and there. Everything went well. We've got an event coming up at the gallery from what Jennifer told me.
Okay.
Which is we're going to be only be in VSOP or some whatever.
Okay.
But it's doctors, lawyers, money people. We call them money people.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does art mean to you?
Art to me is life, love, it's freedom, it's liberty. It's almost like breathing air, because the way that when I get ready to create, I first thing I do is I pray to God. I pray to the Most High. I pray to whoever created me to be able to replicate His works is who I acknowledge first.
Okay.
I say, hey, guide these hands, guide this mind, guide this heart. Guide me into the vision at which I'll be able to see and create that mimics what you created, but in my style. Since I can't bring life to it, I'll bring love to it, which is visual love.
Okay. Okay. All right. Can an artist be taught or it has to be in you?
There again, that's one of those questions that you can't really say. I just noticed something back there. You see my Mosal sign back there?
I do. The circle with the yeah.
I just noticed it's back there, so let me just try something. Does that appear on your screen as being correct now? Can you really tell?
I think it was correct the other way.
Was it? So it doesn't flip it? It doesn't flip it?
No.
Okay. I thought it did. Yeah, that's one of my little gadgets that we use when we go live, when we go do live locations.
Okay.
I got banners and all of that stuff with my name on it. And that right there actually is a t-shirt design that they use for my little t-shirt brand. And I'm starting to brand my business now. So
Okay.
start seeing some Mosal Art t-shirts and headbands and sweatshirts. And, let's expand the brand.
Okay.
Why not?
So I noticed you not only paint artwork, you do the palettes.
I do palettes. Yeah, I do palettes. I do anything with wood because I studied it when I was in the 7th grade. I fell in love with woodworking. So I've always been good with my hand. When I was going to Montessori school and Memphis College of Art, I dabbled in furniture making, I can basically make anything out of nothing.
Okay.
Honestly, I really can. I found some old trees, cut them, made coffee tables, you know, because
Okay.
I'm a carpenter, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have any limits when it comes to creating from woods and things such as that. And then I love using that resin stuff. So I can make tables. It's just a multitude of things that I'm capable of doing. And most of those things didn't come from studying it. It's just that I knew how to do it. And I just went to go and find out what instruments and all of that stuff you need. Because I have a complete workshop in my garage. Okay. And my home is a big house. And I live in this big house by myself. So some of the rooms have been compromised. Okay. Because I don't live in a certain part of the house. It's just that big. I live in a 5,500 square foot home.
Okay. Okay. So you got room to create.
Yeah, I've got plenty of room to create.
Okay. Okay. All right. So where can we find you?
You can find me. I took my website down, so let me go ahead and put that out there. Okay. I sold 100 pieces last year and forgotten to take the pieces that were on the website off the website, and people were calling wanting to buy the pieces that's on the website that they were no longer available. So I was like, oh my God, I got to take this down. Got to restructure this. But you can find me at findoutamerika.com/shop/Mosal. You can get anything that I've loaded there. I don't load everything all the time, but the prices are right for people to go and buy prints and things such as that. I mean, it sells everything. Prints, sells it on glass, sells it on wood, sells cloths, sells tapestries. You want a cup? If I load a cup in there, you'll get a cup. Okay. You can get shower curtains. I mean, you just have to go to the site and it'll show you everything that I've loaded for it to be printed on. And I've tried not to leave out too many items. Okay. Yeah. Okay. On any social media pages? I am on social media. I was about to say that. I'm on Facebook. I'm Mosal Arts, MOSAL ARTS on Facebook. Now on Instagram, I'm Mosal, MOSAL _DA _ the artist, just artist, ARTIST. So it's Instagram, Mosal _DA or DAW _artist. Okay. I'm not on any other social media. I'm on a couple of business links like LinkedIn and things such as that, alignable. But that's just something that I put under my palette works when I'm doing palette work. Okay. Because people reach out to me and they want me to do bars and restaurant openings. They want me to do the countertops, or they want some walls with the because I take pallets and make them into the reclaimed pallets, and I do pallet walls. I make those sliding doors, you know, those old barn doors with the barn door. Yes. Okay. You know, I've done some about 6 or 7 lost downtown. Downtown Memphis Commission did something for the city of Memphis, kind of like the same project. So I've got all kinds of little quasi projects that I've got going on. Okay. Here in Memphis, and I just try. You know, I'm one of those people. I just like to stay busy, because this is how I eat. This is my bread and butter. Okay. I need my bread and butter. You do. You do mirrors on the wall? I don't do them. I'm too over that. I don't have. I have zero likability to be working on that massive of a scale. Okay. You know. So I used to do it. I just can't do it anymore. I've gotten too old for it. I'm I just stay in my lane. Okay. Okay. So what about people reach out to me? What about a physical address? My physical address is going to be at the gallery. We have a physical address there. Okay. Original Arts is the name of the company. Okay. We're located at 1770 North Germantown Parkway. It's on the outskirts of Memphis. It's Memphis. Memphis is 20 minutes from where it's located. Okay. And it's located in Tennessee, but it's called Cordova. Okay. Tennessee. 38018 or something like that is the zip code. But again, it's 1770 North Germantown Parkway, Cordova, Tennessee, 38019. And the name of it is called Original Arts.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's a partner of mine. We were downtown, but we had to get away from downtown because downtown wasn't doing it right. They was charging too much money with no parking.
Okay.
Go figure. Come on, man.
Okay. Well, any final thoughts? Anything you like to share?
No, it's just I don't have any final thoughts. If we could do this a little longer, then maybe we could get into some details about me. But I think you got enough. Okay. But anyways, I just appreciate you reaching out, Queen. I really do. I really wasn't trying to ignore you the first time you reached out, but I got so busy. I just wasn't able to get to you. And I was in transitioning mode as well from downtown, dealing with some other issues, had a couple of things happen with my family. So, this is the year that we were to meet anyways.
This is the year. Okay.
So with that being said, I appreciate you, Queen, for reaching out. I appreciate the interview. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. And if you want to, reach out to me in the near future, be there. I'll be there for you.
Thank you so much.
I enjoyed the conversation. It was on point. Bam. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I salute your business.
Hey,
have a great day. I really, really appreciate you being here. It's been an honor.
Peace be unto you as well. Queen, you have a nice evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.